Previously on Wolfout Tonight.
Johnny, why don't you just go ahead and take the rest of the day off?
You sure? I mean, I guess I've been wanting to work on my memoirs.
Yeah, hi. Could we get somebody from IT down here ASAP?
We're on our way. So am I.
So what's your name?
It's Jack, old lantern.
This is Wolfout Tonight, not Cat on a Couch Hour. That's Thursday nights at 9. Broadcasting live from Wolfout Studios in sunny Madison, Wisconsin. It's Wolfout Tonight with Nate Chappell. Tonight, we welcome the color red. But first, the man who put the H in HTML, Nate Chappell. Yes. Hello, all my pieces of glass or paper. Where are my glass shards at? And welcome to episode Kaleidoscope of the only show on the internet that is also a continent, Wolfout Tonight. We are, of course, broadcasting live from the living room at Wolfout Studios via YouTube. And speaking of tubes, ladies and gentlemen, as fans of the show no doubt understand by now, we here at Wolfout Tonight view our role as half entertainers and half educators and half janitors. But let's get the boring education part out of the way and get to the cleaning. So, going back to that great segue, speaking of tubes, a kaleidoscope, as defined by a dictionary, is a toy consisting of a tube containing mirrors and pieces of colored glass or paper whose reflections produce changing patterns that are visible through an eye hole when the tube is rotated, and is also, like, really trippy. Consider yourselves educated. Super trippy. Webster was totally into it. The kid on that TV show, I mean, of course. Emmanuel Lewis. I know that guy's name. I have to reset my password every time I log into anything. But, yeah, I do manage to remember Emmanuel Lewis. I think the reason that I remember that and all the 80s sitcom themes, except Webster, actually, but the reason I remember all that stuff is because it was before I stopped caring about everything equally, you know? Before I started filtering information. I was just memorizing all data, you know? That's what you're designed for, right? That's what you have to be, otherwise you don't know how to do anything. It's the rule of ABC, right? Always be committing to memory. You know, words, social cues, reading, sentences, subtext, what to eat v. what not to eat, baseball, tag, girls, boys, how to not get made fun of, subcategory, oh God, why did you grow a rat tail? All data, we're just constantly ingesting and organizing information, and we just don't know what to cut out, you know? So every time I saw Emmanuel Lewis on the screen, it had the same impact as every time I accidentally ate poop. Which was only once, by the way, and it was not good, and I did not inhale. But I saw Emmanuel Lewis on the screen hundreds of times, and was given a separate file every time. It was like we just hadn't hired clerical staff yet. Like information was coming in too fast. No time to look for duplicates, just stuff it in the filing cabinet. And then when we finally got staffed up enough that we could go back and sort shit out, they were like, geez, this Emmanuel Lewis kid seems really, really important. Let's stamp it never to forget and set it on top of this don't eat poop report here. I tried to buy a kaleidoscope in town here, actually, and I had a hell of a time. So here's the theory, or a question. Do you think, to get the little mirrors in the kaleidoscope, do you think they have to make tiny mirrors? Or do you think they make big mirrors and break those into tiny mirrors? Because if it's big mirrors, that's a lot of broken mirrors. That's a lot of bad luck. The kaleidoscope manufacturers probably can't stay in business. All sorts of unexpected accidents, you know, shipments lost, bits of colored paper fires. Bad luck. So, let's see, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Oh yeah, index cards. It's like, who writes notes on these things anymore anyway? JK. You know, speaking of JK, I tried to start JJ, just joshing, for a little while, but everybody thought it stood for just joking, so it was pretty confusing. Language is like that sometimes, you know, confusing. Like, once a lady in a video store said to me, hey Mike, have you seen this? And I was like, well, my name's Nate, why is she calling me Mike? And why is she asking me about this movie? Confusing, right? Turns out, she was talking to the guy she was with, whose name was probably Mike, which explained the Mike part. So I just got back to work reshoveling the videos at the video store, you know? Well, that was a monologue, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be seeing some talking socks in a bit, but first, let's take a look at my week in review. Welcome to my week in review. I'm Nate Chappell, and this is my week. On Friday, I watched the entire 10-episode first season of the new Netflix series Love, starring Gillian Jacobs and Paul Rust. As far as my feelings for the show, obviously I liked it a great deal. On Saturday, I made the best thing I ever made in Photoshop. Feel the urn. Trump! Oh, Trump! I could have naturally rested on my laurels following that achievement, but inspiration reared its pigeon-loving head. That's right, feel the bird. Hillary! I don't know which is better and I don't care. These replace my previous best Photoshop, a side-by-side comparison of Bruno Mars and C. Thomas Howell in Soul Man. Look, Soul Man was racist, not me, okay? But he learned a valuable lesson about something. On Sunday, in preparation for this episode, I made a Kaleidoscope video for the first time. With more on this, here's special correspondent Tiger Puddington. Tiger?
Hey Nate, this video is so trippy. I mean, look at it. I think it's just a guy pulling out a nail with a hammer. But like, so trippy, right? Man. Back to you, Nate.
Thanks, Tiger. That was my week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nate Chappell, saying my week was better than your week.
Holocaust, the holy son of all these records, you had to choose this one. You spent the night, you held the key, and watched you sleep, yeah, watched you breathe. All was lost, it's all on me. You took my life, then you planted a seed. You grew a house.
There he is. He's coming down. I can't see him now. He's coming. Nice jump, buddy. Hey, boys and girls. Today, we're going to talk about colors. That's right, all the colors.
Terrific.
Let's see the first color. Yellow, what does that make you think of?
I don't know. Undercooked eggs?
Oh, well, it makes me think of sunshine. What's the next color? Ooh, blue. What does the color blue make you think of?
A bruise?
Okay, well, it makes me think of, the sky.
The sky's not really even blue.
Next color, please. Oh, green.
I don't know. Envy of my ex-wife's new girlfriend?
I was going to say grass, but okay. Next color, please. I said next color. Oh, red. I'm thinking love, tulips, and strawberries. What about you?
Blood.
Okay, can we cut quick? Okay. Hey, Kyle, what's going on with you? Everything okay?
Yeah, sure. Why?
Well, you seem a little down.
Oh, is it that obvious?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, I guess I am a bit down.
Because of Barbara leaving?
Yeah, that's part of it. But also,
Go ahead, pal.
I just wish I had arms.
Oh.
I mean, do you ever see somebody pick stuff up without using their mouth and think, man, that would be really great?
Guess it never really occurred to me.
I mean, I'm covered in wool, right? Super itchy. And I have no hands, no itchers, sick irony.
Not to mention, you essentially are a hand.
Whoa. I never even thought of that. That's really sick.
You know, I don't want to turn this into a big bitch sesh, but it smells like the last guy that was wearing this thing was a foot.
Hey, I didn't want to say anything, but
You know what, Kyle? I feel like we haven't talked in months, like really talked. Let's ditch these suits and go grab a cup of coffee.
yeah, you know what? That sounds really nice.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know about you, but I already feel better.
Good idea. I gotta hand it to you.
Good one, pal. I'm left-handed. That means I do stuff with this hand. If you're right-handed, you should do whatever I'm doing, but opposite. First of all, let's make sure our shoelaces are even. Close enough. Now we'll make an X with the laces. Then we'll tuck the one on top, underneath and through the triangle, and pull it tight. Now I'll make a loop with this lace and squeeze it tight. Now I'll wrap this lace around the loop and my thumb and use my finger to push it through to make another loop and pull it tight. Not too bad. You can also do a double knot by making an X with the loops, tucking it through, and pulling it tight. Extra secure. Wolfout TV. It's not a bison in a grocery store. It's not just a bucket of cold cuts.
It's not a bag of boxes of bags. It's not a mouth that opens to reveal a somehow bigger mouth.
Or a tire in a phone booth.
It's not a sandwich that reminds you of your vice principal. It's a turtle riding another turtle, like a horsey.
It's a painting of somebody taking a photograph of a painting.
It's a sunset as seen reflected in the glossy pages of a ladies' magazine.
It's 10 or 11 paper clips banging around inside a pencil sharpener. It's one of those old-timey suitcases filled with tickles. Wolfout TV. We'll make you laugh. Am I saying that right? Guys, I want to talk to you about hydration. You remember last week we talked about oxygen a lot.
Johnny being comprised entirely of oxygen. Sorry, hold on. You probably can't hear me. Well, this is hydrogen and oxygen. Twice as much hydrogen as oxygen. And then some bubbles. I gotta be honest with you guys, I meant for the bubbles. So stay warm, have a drink on me. Hello and welcome back to episode Kaleidoscope of Wolfout Tonight. Tonight's very special guest, his favorite color of the show, the color red. The color red. Thanks for coming, the color red. I'm so happy
Hi,
to have
Nate.
you.
It's good to be here. I was just hydrating here.
Oh, you must have seen the Man in the Mirror sketch.
That's right,
or the
yes.
Fireside Chaps, I mean.
Uh-huh.
Whoops. So, why did you want to come on? Your publicist reached out to us.
I've been noticing you on the air and noticed that you're kind of a fan of yours truly, so.
I certainly am a big fan. I mean, look at the background and the lettering there. I mean, we got red all over this place. Even the cat likes red.
That's right, yeah. You're clearly a fan. There's quite a bit of red here. Maybe you might consider a different shade of red for the background, too.
Well, we'll see about that. I mean, that's a photograph. That's just the color that the actual thing is.
Sure.
But, so, I wanted to ask you something. I'm sure you get stereotyped a lot because of your color,
Yeah,
because you're
sure.
red. So, like, what sort of things do people say about you?
Valentine's Day, Christmas, stop sign, traffic light,
Oh, yeah.
blood, violence,
Oh,
passion,
Oh, my
rage,
God. Whoa! Oh,
love,
man.
lust.
That was quite a roller coaster. Now, I'm sure you aren't all of those things, right? You're probably just a normal guy who has his own, agenda and feelings and thoughts.
I'm actually all of those things and more.
Oh man, that's great. So it's time to turn the tables a little bit. Let's dish about the other colors, okay?
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm the
Let's see.
most color.
Okay, let's start with, how about green?
Green doesn't know what it wants. It's kind of a mix. It's unclear on its position in life. It's not like, red, a color like red, or even yellow. It's like you know where you're at. With green, it's like...
What, are you blue or are you yellow,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Let's move on to purple.
Purple is one of those colors that has it way too easy. Because purple walks in a room and everybody turns to look. I don't walk in a room. I'm just there. I'm always in the room, right? You gotta work hard. Purple just likes to show up and show off.
Show up and show off. That
That's
is
right.
purple. That's exactly what
Yeah.
I've always said about purple, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about pink.
Look, pink is a sellout. Pink is not even a color. It could be light red. There's light blue. There's pale yellow.
That's true. That's a really good point.
Why would pink have to go and be special? Why can't it be just a part of the family? Why did it have to break off? That's how we got rose and salmon. Because pink had to go and do its own show.
That is pretty inconsiderate. So you have strong feelings about pink, but let's say pink wanted to get back into the red family.
Oh yeah, light
Open
red,
arms?
light red open arms.
Oh man, that's great. That is really nice. Finally, let's ask you, what about blue?
Blue, yellow, and red are the only colors that are true. Yellow's always here for me. But blue, I haven't been really able to get in touch with blue in a long, long time. My long lost true sibling, Blue. I miss you, Blue.
Well, I've got something to tell you. I'm blue.
What? Nate,
I've been
you
blue
are
the whole
blue?
time. The whole time.
I missed you so much.
Yep, this hug couldn't get any better if it lasted forever. But, oh, unfortunately it can't last forever because that obnoxious alarm means it's the end of the guest segment. But now, that means it's time for the game segment, which is Blue versus Red Color Wars. Nice. Alright, for the Color Wars, here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like, okay, we're gonna get a swatch that we got at a hardware store, a color swatch, and it's gonna have a ridiculous name, as they all do, right? And we're gonna have to try to get the other person to say it, like taboo style, but with no taboos. Ooh! Is everybody ready? Alright. Color Red's going first. Good? Alright.
All right, so it's fire. It's
Red.
burnt.
Burnt ember.
Yeah, but it's way beyond burnt. It's
Ash.
yeah.
Charcoal.
Yeah. That
Charcoal.
and it's kind of a twist on that. It starts with that
Is it?
sound.
Okay.
Keep
Cherry
going.
coal.
No. Keep
Charcoal.
going. Yeah,
Charbroiled.
Just what happens to something that
Char.
has? Yeah. There you go.
That's it?
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right. Have a seat. Where's the? You're supposed. Okay. All right. This is a term in golf, actually.
Birdie.
It's when you have a
Par.
terrible shot and you do it over.
Oh, I have no
You don't
idea.
know? Okay.
No.
Do you know the famous water jug brand? Hey, blah blah blah
Nalgene.
man. Hey, blah 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 man.
I actually don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep trying.
Let's go. If you're thinking about something, you're gonna blank it over. You're gonna blank it over.
I'm gonna mull it over.
Yeah, okay, so that mull,
it's
say
mulled.
mull,
Yeah.
mull.
Mulberry.
Just the word mull.
Mull.
And then if something happens once and then it happens later, it happens.
Again.
So
Mulligan. Mulligan. Yeah.
Right. I'm not looking. Okay.
All right. Cool. So it's it's a Mexican food. It's-
Burrito, taco.
No.
Salsa.
It's not super common. It's like on the verge of common and not common. It's like they put it in corn stuff and
Put it in corn stuff,
They
cornmeal,
wrap
maize.
it up. They wrap it up.
tortilla.
No. They wrap
Corn
it up in
husks.
something. Yes.
Tamale.
Yes. The whole thing.
Corn husk tamale.
Sure.
Nice. Corn husk tamale. Okay. This is if you have a big boat and you need it not to move.
You
what do drop?
anchor it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and then it's what is the big boat called?
It's a ship.
Uh,
Anchor ship. Ship anchor.
all right. Oh, time's up, ladies and gentlemen. Good game. Everybody wins. Nobody wins on Wolfout television. That's been our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming over and spending a half an hour in our living room. I want to thank our special guest, The Color Red, and Edmund Ramley of Madison's own Atlas Improv. Go check them out. Thanks as always to this wrecking crew of two, Johnny and Viv, for taking something so silly so seriously. Thanks, I love you guys. Thanks to Finn Hammond and Tyler Enzer for all the great music. Wolfout Tonight is a proud production of Wolfout TV, so subscribe to us on YouTube. Find us on Wolfout TV on Facebook and Twitter. Look, call me, just do whatever you want. Finally, thanks to the woman upstairs for not making too much noise while we recorded this, alright? Look, the world is constantly changing like so many kaleidoscopes, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure you're watching, and as always, be excellent to each other.
Just that freedom of rolling along in the empty fake pool makes me feel so open, like I'm swimming, but I'm swimming through the air on my razor. And that's good because I'm not a good swimmer either. So, hi, my name's Steve Lawson, and I like to razor. I didn't touch anything, did I? I need a beverage of some sort. Can I get a shot of that? Look at it, it's throbbing. Honey, we're shooting a video. You're not naked. She's not. Garrett, can you turn down, please? Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, he comes here almost every day. He's got some good speed.
I've seen lots of improvements since he first got here. I kind of hope he enters the razor races.
Sometimes you don't know when tricks come out. It's not comfortable like this. Do I have to sit like this? A lot of these kids call me Uncle Steve. They stay out of my way, I stay out of theirs. Just like an uncle. I discovered that I can get up on two wheels. Granted, they are small wheels. We control water in our lives. It comes through the pipes and into our bathtubs and into our sinks and into our cups. Life is about control, and what happens when we lose that control and we're simply floating? Hi, my name's Colin Ian Elliott, and this is my art. This is my trailer. And this is where I currently live. So how I got this idea for this project was I was out on the lake and I dropped my paddle and I was pretty much helpless. I felt like I had no control over my situation. The water was controlling me. I almost got out and swam. But luckily I got close enough to my paddle to where I picked it up. But what if we release that control intentionally? And some honkers out there. Won't be needing this. This liquid is contained within this jar. That liquid is not. That's what I love about this lake. It's all part of the process. Nothing you can do about it. Just one obstacle. Vast ocean of obstacles. Yep. This is art. This is all part of the experience. This is why I do this. I mean, to overcome these God damn obstacles. That's fine. And there's an eagle. Bald eagle.
And thus concludes our broadcast day, ladies and gentlemen. I want to encourage you to slap your mailman on the bottom. Let your true colors come shining through. When I wrote most of this episode, I was kind of thinking of a prism. Anyways, good night and good nachos.